my name is KFC Legends, and for the last 8 years, I have not gone outside once. Originally, I was going to go for the world record, but it turns out that the world record for not going outside is actually 110 years, and I just realized I'd never be able to beat that because I play League of Legends and I'm probably going to die in my 30s. So I thought I might want to start a new chapter in my life by challenging myself a little bit, maybe go outside, maybe even touch a little bit of grass. So the journey started 2 weeks ago when my dad bought an annual pass to all the national parks in Utah. Actually, that's a lie. He didn't buy shit, some other Asian family bought the annual pass and they gave it to my dad for free, and we didn't get caught because our families looked the exact same. Anyways, we got the annual pass and my dad said, "Alright gang, we're going on a road trip for the next week." And this would be fine. I probably would have enjoyed myself if it wasn't for a fact that we chose to go hiking during the hottest July of recorded human history. And in case you didn't know, we went hiking in all of the national parks in Utah, and Utah is a literal desert. The more you know. Now, even if I didn't know about all these fun and goofy facts beforehand, I probably would have figured it out eventually, because the second that we arrived in Bryce National Park, I opened the car door and the car turned from like this heavenly AC powered oasis to becoming the hottest oven in the depths of hell. And at this point, I just started crying, bro. I just started sobbing because, you know me, I'm a League of Legends gamer. I've never been subjected to this torture in my entire life where I had to go outside and see the sun and touch grass. This sort of thing is actually painful for me. And then we started hiking, and then the heat got like 1,000 times worse. In fact, the heat was so bad that I literally started to like dissociate. I went from being KFC Legends, the greatest YouTuber of all time, to suddenly becoming like a random camel in the desert, just plodding along. And I stopped thinking like rational thoughts. I was just thinking thoughts like moo, or whatever sound camels make, and just kept plodding along in the desert until I was like, hey, I think that cactus is trying to talk to me. What's it trying to say? Hey dipshit, pass the water. Oh shit. It turns out that it was my brother, and I had dissociated so hard that I had forgotten that he existed, and he was asking me to pass the water because I was holding all the water bottles on my backpack. And so we finish the hike, we get in the car, and we get ready to go to the next national park, right? Now you might be thinking, okay, so what was your favorite part about Bryce Canyon? My favorite part was when we left. And you might be thinking, man, you hate your family that much? Or man, you hate going outside that much? It's actually neither of those things. But it's just that it was so hot that I literally couldn't remember anything other than being inside areas that had AC. Now you might think that I'm exaggerating, which is pretty fair because I've been exaggerating like this entire video, but let me just say, I'm trying to remember like any part of the trip, and the only parts that I can remember are actually just places where I had AC and I wasn't dying of heat. But Bryce Canyon wasn't the only park that I went to. I went to like Zion, I went to Arches, I went to Capitol Reef, I went to Canyonlands. I even went down to Arizona with my family to experience the Grand Canyon. And you might be wondering, oh, okay, so what were those like? Don't know. And if you ask me again if I ever want to go outside again as like a League of Legends gamer, the answer is actually probably sure. As long as the temperature outside is like less than 120 degrees Celsius, I'm good, bro. I can go. Anyways, that's the story of how I went outside, how I touched a little bit of grass. It was like a really difficult challenge and I had a really miserable experience, but I also had a little bit of fun here and there, you know, I think. I don't know, I don't really remember all that much. But anyways, if you enjoyed, please subscribe. My name is KFC Legends, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.